the closure problem 1-145. I'm going to do C and D. On these problems, it wants you to solve for x, and so it's very tempting to just divide both sides by 5x. But if you do that, you will not get all the answers. So I know you guys want to do this. You want to get x equals 3. And x equals 3 is a solution, but there's another solution. So like if I plug 3 in there, I can see that I'd have 3 squared is 9, and 9 times 5 is 45. 15 times 3 is also 45, but there's another solution, and guess what it is? You can probably guess that it's 0. So in this one, you can just guess, but in some of them, it's not so obvious. So let's do it the way that we need to. You need to solve these by factoring. This is going to keep happening over and over if you don't use the zero product property. So if you solve it by factoring, it's not too hard. 5 times 3 is 15. And then zero product property gives you this one, this factor gives you 0, and this factor gives you the 3. So now you have both of your solutions because those both make this true. Okay, so let's try it with this one too. So this one, I'm going to do it maybe up here. I'm going to do it the way I think some of you guys would want to do it. You might go like this. You might think to subtract 5. I guess that makes 18 right there. And then you'd have, and then you'd like to divide it by 2. And wouldn't I also like to divide it by 2 and just do it the fast way? And then you can square root both sides. And then you'll get x equals 9. So that's great, and if I plugged 9 into the original equation, I would certainly get a true equation. But there is another solution to this equation, and it's not quite as obvious as it was up here. But if we go through using the zero product property, we will discover what the other solution is. So I just brought everything over here. I don't know what 5 minus 23 is. 5 minus 23. I think we got negative 18. Oh, I should know that from the, I just did it. Minus 18. Okay, I want to use a zero product property, so I need to get this back into standard form, and then I'm going to have to factor it again. So I think what I'll do is I'll make I'm going to square this out. So this would be x squared, and then the middle term will be this times 2. So, oh, I didn't leave enough room. Plus, this is 36, if you can see that tiny little 36. Okay, so all I did is I squared this part out, and then I have to remember to multiply my 2 in there. So I've got 2x squared minus, that's 2 times 12, 24x. 2 times 36, I think, is 72. Minus 18. So I do have a calculator in my hand. Let's find out what's the 72 and the 18 give me 54. These two make 54. So this is the long way, and but it's the way that's going to get me my other answer, because we know 9 is an answer, but there I need something else. So I think I'll factor out a 2. It's half of 54. Is it 27? Yes. Okay, so diamond problem. Multiply to make 27, add to make negative 12, 9 times 3, so this is x. The 2 is just gonna, I can divide that off both sides or whatever, but I get x minus 9 and x minus 3. So x is 9, but x can also equal 3. So we already knew about the 9. So I wouldn't do it both ways. I would just, I know this way was like so much shorter, but it only got you half of the answer. So just try to remember that when you're solving for x, you need to do some factoring if it's that type of a problem. If it's factorable. Okay, I'm not going to take the time to plug that 3 in there, but I'm just going to tell you that 3 and 9 are both solutions to the problem.